welcome to Econo Chat Let's Talk Business with Mr. Daniel Steinman. I'm your hostess, Elspeth Vinyani, and today we are talking about fuel. Again, but it is what is currently happening. Like everybody's talking about fuel. The fuel prices is, I don't know if I should say it's crazy or hilarious. Scary.
Horrendous.
Extremely. So why oil must go down? Why is it so important for that to happen?
Elsie, good day, Elsie.
Good day, Mr.
Good day
Steinman.
to all our listeners. Isn't it obvious why it must come down? We can't afford it.
Well, for the business people in the oil business, but they probably have another answer on that one.
Yeah, I think the Russians are smiling because they get twice what they got for their oil until a few months ago. But the thing is, and we are talking about the Namibian economy.
Yeah.
And now you can look at me in a weird way and ask me, now why must we talk about oil and what's happening overseas when we're talking about the Namibian economy?
Yeah.
And this is what I want to explain. The price of oil, of crude, must come down. It's like an axiomatic statement. And now you can ask me, yeah, why or how? Well, how, I'm not so sure I know, and I don't think there are many people in the world who know how, but I think there are millions or billions who know why. And the thing is, if the price of crude stays elevated where it is, let's say above $110 a barrel, then we are looking at the repeat of 2009, where we had upheaval in Africa, in many, many countries. I would say we had problems in at least about 35 of the 50 countries in Africa, and serious problems. And that turned into political unrest. Why? Because of the existential problem that we couldn't afford to put fuel in our cars. Now that's your problem and my problem. It's sort of minor. I wouldn't say insignificant. For us, it's very real. But in the bigger scheme of things, I'm sure that the fuel that you put in your car and the fuel that I put in my car, that doesn't count for a lot. But if you look at the bigger picture, then you see that the price of fuel must come down. There is no two ways about it. How are we going to do it? I don't think anybody is sure whether it is an agreement between the Americans and the Iranians, whether it is a release of more of the world's oil reserves, the reserve stock, or whether it is bigger output, which will also not happen overnight. The price of oil must come down. There are no two ways about it. And I'm going to explain a little bit later in our talk why events in the United States between now and let's say more or less September will determine what the price of oil will be, and also will support the statement that I make, this blunt statement: the price of oil must come down. And I think there are many people who realize that what happens over there has a big impact on what happens over here. And I can go into endless hours of explaining the technicalities of the crude market and it's all useless. It's all futile. It doesn't impact the way that you and I live. And I think that is the important thing, And that is why we need to keep one eye on events in the United States, and we need to take cognizance of what's happening there, because we are dealing here with two scenarios, and we don't know which one is going to transpire after November this year, And you think it's far. It's not far. It's 4 or 5 months away. Before that must be decided, and if things go wrong in the U.S. and if the international politics between the United States and Iran do not work out, we are in for serious trouble. If, however, and this is the other scenario, if, however, things subside and return to normal, then we are in for a very pleasant surprise. But let's first go and peek around the corner. And then when we come back, I'll talk in a bit more detail about the upcoming elections in the United States and what their impact will be on us.
Okay, let's go for that short break.